factoring a polynomial to be able to eventually simplify and solve is one step that is important. Today's feature is looking at how to factor a sum or difference of a cube. We start, as always, with the number one step. Is there a common monomial in all terms? So looking at our polynomial of today, we focus first on the number, and we notice that 5 would be a factor in both 5 and 320. So we will write this as the first factor we're going to divide out. We go back to our thinking mode or our calculator and think about 320 divided by 5 to arrive at 64. Our next thought is looking at the variables. We notice there's only a y in the first term, but we notice there is a y in the second term, so that is going to be possible to factor out. So what we are left with in the first term when we divide 5y to the fourth by 5y is y cubed. In the second term, we have this 320, which we've divided by 5 to arrive at 64, and then y divided by y, and z cube remains. At this point, as we look toward what our answer will be, we realize that the factor 5y will be part of that answer. The question in our mind is, does this term factor as a difference of cubes? We recall then that if it does, we'll have a pattern we've memorized. So can we identify an A? Well, A in this case is going to be y, because a cubed is y cubed. Thinking about what could be the B term, we realize that 64 is 4 cubed, and we have a z cubed, so B is going to be 4z, because this simplifies as 4z cubed for our second term. That sets us up to be ready to follow the factoring pattern. It will factor as the binomial a, which is y we said, minus our b, which we've identified to be 4z, times a trinomial a squared plus our a times our b plus our b squared. Now we'll want to clean this up a bit, and our binomial y minus 4z is already in simple form, but our y squared plus, we know that we write the coefficient 4 times yz plus, we would need to distribute that square to the 4 squared is 16, as well as to the z term. We have now completely successfully factored the second term in our original polynomial. As we work to write this as the answer, we are reminded that the 5y was already part of the factors. So our final answer will have 3 factors: the 5y, the term y minus 4z, and the term trinomial y squared plus 4yz plus 16z squared. We have successfully factored our polynomial.